Wait 1 minute. Solana could dethrone Ethereum by 2025? What?
Unbelievable.
Well, here's how. First things first, here's what we'll cover. A quick backstory, differences, growth, transactions, activity, trade-offs, and adoption. Solana potentially flipping Ethereum in market cap is no longer a meme. When Solana went live in 2020, it sparked the interest of many investors. It was blazing fast, much faster than Ethereum. It was scalable and handled transactions at a very affordable cost. Detractors saw these advantages as a double-edged sword and began to ridicule the network for frequent outages, a quote-unquote lack of decentralization, and a little bit of immaturity. That's what the naysayers say, but wait a minute, Solana's current and potential advantages outweigh the disadvantages. Now let's finally go ahead and get deep into it. First, the key differences between Solana and Ethereum. Solana uses proof of history, which refers to a decentralized clock that records the events taking place over time and contributes to the security of the network. Ethereum uses proof of work, which refers to using computing power to solve complex cryptographic puzzles. Now, when a participant successfully validates a block, that block is added to the chain and the participant receives Bitcoin as a reward. Sol gas fees are usually less than just 1 cent per transaction, while Ethereum gas fees right now are about $1 or $2 and have gone well over $100. Solana's transactions per second is around the 3,000, while Ethereum's transactions per second is 3,500. Solana exploded on arrival, rising from $2 to $250 by November of 2021. That's a staggering 125x. Now, despite the recent slowdown and retrace, Solana hasn't skipped a beat and is still humming along just fine. Also, validators increased 125% from 800 to 1800, and Magic Eden, a decentralized application dApp built on the Solana blockchain that allows users to create and manage non-fungible tokens on the blockchain like OpenSea for Ethereum, hit a record valuation of $1.6 billion. And oh yeah, just like how Apple came in late to the smartphone party with the iPhone, but became the talk of the party eventually, Solana is taking Web3 mobile with its own phone, and a little bit more on Sol, making Web3 and crypto more accessible to the masses, just like the iPhone, later in the video. While everyone else is running back into the woods because of a scary bear market, Solana is still growing thanks to its focus on scalability. In the past 24 hours, Solana has processed over 196 million transactions. To be able to do this, Solana's architecture is built to obtain a very large number of fast and cheap transactions. With NFTs, Magic Eden latest usage stats is giving OpenSea a run for its money. Magic Eden has 3.3 million transactions with 110,000 users, while OpenSea has 159,000 transactions with 34,000 users. We are in a bear market, but there's healthy activity nonetheless on Solana. One reason might be is that Solana is just vastly superior in terms of UI and UX, like with Phantom and Magic Eden, compared to OpenSea and MetaMask on Ethereum. OG big investors and noobs tend to gravitate towards Solana, which then in turn adds to increased activity on the blockchain. Think about it this way. It's Apple's iPhone versus Nokia's E-Series and early Android phones, and of course, BlackBerries. What we failed to realize back then was that simplicity was Apple's greatest strength. The iPhone looked good, felt good, is still fast, and is easy to use. Sounds familiar, right? Yes, we know. Solana is far from perfect. It can be argued that prioritizing scalability means a less secure and decentralized network. Ethereum prioritizes security and the network has never shut down, while Solana's network has experienced several notable outages since its inception that have markedly been ruinous on its reputation. But as loud as us crypto believers are, we gotta admit that there are more normies out there than all the rest of us crypto bros combined. And that being said, the general public will mostly only care about these things that Solana already does in spades: price, UI, UX, speed, and simplicity. My mom doesn't care for the politics, the buzzwords, or pipe dreams of the crypto space, and just like our cars, oven toasters, and yeah, elevators, they just want them to work easily enough. This is a harsh truth holding culty elitists back from even looking at Solana. Alright, stop. You're still here? You either really love Solana or you really hate it. Bet you hate it, right? But at the end of the day, I believe the future is multi-chain. But Solana is a shining star in the ecosystem too bright to ignore. So what if I said that Solana is actually more like Candy Crush? Your mom or your aunt uses it to level up and say she's into crypto, but we both know what's up, right? That video is next. Subscribe to comment on it first. I'm a bear in a bear market. You know this isn't financial advice, right? I'm a bear. Bear me.